Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing chat spat, and I did get quite a few topics from you guys to talk about, so I'm going to pick and choose, and we're going to talk about a few of those topics today. And I'm going to try to hurry because I'm literally melting right now. It's like 90 degrees outside. I am in like full closure of filming lights, and I'm literally melting. I don't think I've ever sweat this much in my life. So we're just going to hop right into this and get to the topics.
After I dab my face because I am one hot motherfucker.
Alright, the first topic is from Lupe. She says, I always wonder why the best YouTubers who are real and honest don't get all the opportunities that they should. The bigger YouTubers, how and why did they get there? What is it about them that people find so fascinating? Because for the most part, I don't find their content that amazing. Of course, there are a few exceptions. And a lot of people thumbs that topic up, so we're going to be talking about this one. Now, Lupe, I don't know if you mean like why do smaller kind of channels not get the opportunities versus the bigger channels, or even with bigger channels, the more real and honest ones don't get as many opportunities as the ones who seem to fake it a lot. And I guess I can talk about both with this because it is like a well-rounded kind of thing. It's very obvious to a lot of people that this does happen. And I think for the most part what it is it's all about connections. It's about who's popular and who's friends with those popular YouTubers. And then they kind of all form this clique. And the companies, because of the first one or two YouTubers who was the connection, they put them all on their PR list. And that's how they get all of these opportunities. And they get noticed because of these people, this clique, that notices other people and befriends them. It's kind of like high school, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It is like high school on here in the beauty community, with the fact that it seems like whoever is in this clique, and I'm not gonna lie, it seems to be like Jaclyn Hill, Manny MUA, Patrick Starr, you know, people like that. It seems to be whoever's friends with them, whoever's in their inner circle, are the people who get the most PR, who get the most opportunities, who get to get shipped off to Hawaii and, you know, everywhere else in the world by these huge companies. And I don't know why. I can't tell you a definite why. It just seems like that's what's happening. I don't know what's going on with the businesses' minds, with YouTube, with the YouTubers behind the camera, because we don't get to see that a lot of the times. You see what they want you to see. So you never ever really know who those people are and what's being shown when the cameras are off. Now, this isn't saying that people like Jaclyn Hill aren't honest, you know, or people like Manny MUA or Patrick Starr, like they're not honest about products. I do know that a lot of people in that inner circle tend to be a little shifty, you know, like you never see them say a bad thing ever about a product. And then you see people like Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished, who gets invited to these events but not very often, and she doesn't get to go very often. But when she gets the collection, she has no bones about telling you the good and the bad. And that's a YouTuber that I trust, and that's a YouTuber that I really like to watch, because they don't just tell you that the brands they get for PR are always good, you know. And a lot of the times I do know that YouTubers just, they don't like to come on here and talk negatively about a brand, especially if that brand's been very good to them. But there is a way, in my opinion, to talk about the pros and cons of an item without bashing a company. A company is full aware of the fact that not all of their products are going to work for everybody, you know, so everybody should be aware of that. So I think the YouTubers only expressing the good, or only saying how amazing or how just beyond to the stars a product is from the same company over and over and over again, I don't know about you guys, but it makes me lose my trust a little bit. I'm a little bit like, you're biased. You know, you may not be a liar, but you're biased. And that's just not okay, in my opinion. I think that companies need to reach out. They need to expand. They need to stop sending PR to YouTubers who barely show the products they get in the mail. You know, like who barely even film videos anymore. They need to stop that, find new talent, and expand. They need, and they should want, YouTubers who are going to say the good and the bad about their products, because that helps them as a company, and it helps that person as a YouTuber with their viewers. So I don't know why they're not noticed. Right now, all I know is that there is a clique, and that clique gets to get shipped off to different places around the world. They get to go to all of the new makeup openings. They get to go to all the events for free. They pretty much live the life. And I have noticed that for the most part, it is everybody who is in that one clique. The next topic is from Chanel, and she says, tell us about your opinion on how people step on each other to get to the top. How do you think people should have behaved instead? I see this all the time, to tell you the truth. I see people stepping on each other constantly, and it's not even to get to the top, it's just to get to one more step up. And I see that so much. I see people who do it to total strangers. I've had it done to me. I mean, lately I've had people coming on my channel not commenting anything about my videos or what the video was about, and literally on every single one of my videos saying, oh guys, go watch my video, talking to you guys as viewers, not even to me. There's no respect there whatsoever, and they're just saying, hey, check out my channel, hey, check out my channel, every single video. And I do end up blocking those people because I feel like you're trying to come on my channel that I worked very hard for and step on me and talk to my viewers like I'm not there. Like, hey, let's come over to my channel and watch my channel, you know. And it's just, I think it's very disrespectful. And I also see people steal people's video ideas and never give them credit. I mean, I see that so much lately. And another thing that I've been seeing a lot lately that I do not like is the lack of shout out videos, you know, the lack of collaborations, because no one will collaborate these days because everyone wants to collaborate with someone who is bigger than them. And that is smart, but you can't always do that because it's impossible, because people bigger than you are looking for people bigger than them, and it's very impossible these days to collab with anybody and to make it worth it, you know. And I don't think that I've collabed with anybody that was bigger than me between Dinah and Sarah, and it's very hard to find someone who will collaborate with you because of that. And the one thing that I think that I am a little disappointed in the community as is the lack of shout out videos. And even myself, I haven't done them in a few months, and I used to do them all the time, and I really want to get back to doing them because I watch some of the best channels, you guys, because I don't have time for fakes, frauds, and phonies. So I watch some of the best channels, and I always want to share them with you guys. So make sure you're following me on Twitter because I do share a lot of my favorite channels and I tag them on there. And I want to start making more shout out videos, but I would really like to see other people making shout out videos and helping others, because I know, you know, you have to be on your grind to get your channel where you want it. You have to constantly be working for your channel personally, but it is a community and it's almost impossible to get recognized or grow unless other people shout you out or you collaborate or you just get lucky and you get noticed by a big brand, which rarely happens these days because there is that clique and nobody wants to move from that clique. So I don't know. I think the stepping on other people is what people find easiest to do these days while keeping it all about them. And I find it very selfish and just very sad for the community. So I know that I'm personally going to do my best to do more shout out videos, to shout out more people on Twitter and Instagram, and just help people as much as I can, because I've always done that since I started my Facebook group. Even after I left it, I still tried to help as many people out as possible, tagging people, you know, shouting people out. And it's not something that I really get in return, and not something that I care about getting in return, but it's not something that I see other people doing either. So it's definitely something that needs to change, but it's happening, and it's really real, and it's really starting to blow up the selfishness and the just everybody for themselves here in the beauty community.
I almost couldn't breathe. I didn't even take a breath. Like, beauty community. Bam.
Now the last topic I want to talk about is from my friend Liz, and she actually has a YouTube channel, so I will leave that down below if you guys want to check her out. She does a lot of project pans and just a lot of unique reviews that you don't see a lot around in the beauty community, so I highly recommend checking her out. But she wants to talk about used cosmetics, and she says that I personally will buy them, but there's a lot of people out there that say no. Now for me personally, Liz, I will buy used cosmetics too. I have no problem with that at all, just because I know how to sanitize my products. Now, if it's like eyeliner or mascara or stuff like that that goes around the eye that you can't really, you know, sanitize, then no, I'm not going to buy used makeup like that. But if it's powders or eyeshadows, highlighters, things like that, I'm going to buy used products because I'm not rich. You know, we're not like that big clique of people who get lots and lots of money or everything for free. So I don't know about you guys, but I have no problem in the world buying used cosmetics as long as I am able to sanitize them or the person I'm buying from has sanitized them. It's the best way to get products and try them out for half the cost, sometimes 25% less, sometimes 75% less of what they normally cost. So I have no problem at all. There's sites like Glambot. I mean, there's probably Poshmark. There's a bunch of them. I'm not really sure. If you guys know a good site for that, leave it down below for us. And also leave a comment down below and let let me know what you guys think about used cosmetics. Now, I personally think that the people who, for the most part, because there's some people who, you know, maybe germaphobes, you know, or just don't care for touching makeup that's been used. But I think for the most part, the people that feel that way, that won't do that, is the people that don't need to do that. The people that are financially set enough to be able to buy their own products brand new whenever they want. Which makes sense, because if you have the money and you can either buy something brand new or get it used, most of the time you're gonna get it brand new. Just saying. Alright, so that is everything that we're going to be talking about in this chat spat. I'm sorry this is a little bit short. It's just, it's way too fucking hot, you guys. I am dying. But told ya I'm almost dying. But there was actually 2 or 3 topics in there that I really want to delve into. But I think that one of them is going to take up like 10 minutes of our next chat spat. So I'm going to write it down. So if I didn't get to your topic, do not worry. It's going to be talked about in the next chat spat. But there is something really, really good about mental health in there that I want to touch on in the next chat spat. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So please leave your comments down below. Join the conversation. Comment on other people's comments. Just make sure that you are respectful. I really want to know all of your guys' opinions on these 3 topics. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe on your way out. Leave me a topic for the next chat spat. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh, this bitch is hot. Come on, hair, don't puff up, don't puff up, don't puff up. I can't use my hair straightener again, it's too fucking hot. I keep thinking it's a good idea to use these cotton rounds to dab the sweat, and they're leaving cotton balls all over my face. Lovely.